how you doing? How you doing? How you doing, ma? How you doing? Hey guys, what's up? It's Amanda. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. So today we are going to be talking about the 10 tips I have for long distance relationships. So I was in a long distance relationship for about a year and a couple of months. My boyfriend went to college in a different state and I went to college in Vermont, and it was about like a 4-hour drive. I would make it in 3, but I promise I didn't speed. Anyways, it was like a pretty long drive away, and so I tried to visit whenever possible, but obviously that can't happen all the time. And I just want to tell you guys the top 10 tips that I have for long distance relationships and how to make love from afar work. So tip number 1 is communication. We're gonna start it right off the bat. You knew communication was gonna be one of them, okay? Communication is key. You want to communicate every day, but you don't want to communicate excessively. What I mean by that is, yes, I expect a good morning and a good night text. I am a girl, and guys, take notes here. A lot of girls really do like to be the first and the last thing that you think about. I mean, I know I need verbal affirmation. I'm someone who definitely self-doubts a lot. A lot of girls are. So you need to make sure that you're texting her. It doesn't need to be all the time, but try to make sure that you're the first thing and the last thing that she sees on her phone, because it's just going to start her day off great. And it doesn't need to be like a lot. It doesn't need to be a paragraph. Just a simple, hey babe, good morning, how are you, hope you have a good day. Boom, done. That's all it takes. And then hey babe, love you, sweet dreams. Like, very simple things. Also with communication, inform them of just little things that happen throughout your day that are cool, that wouldn't really mean anything to anybody but potentially your significant other. For example, in college, grades. I always would share my grades or projects, or like if someone was annoying me during a project. Group projects for the win on that one. Yeah, but little things matter in communication, but you don't need to be obsessive or excessive about it. You don't need to text her every hour, but definitely in the morning and the night is what I would recommend. Tip number 2, be honest. That is a big one. So you need to make sure that you're being honest with your significant other. I'm just gonna give you an example. So in my relationship, my boyfriend would text me if like he was going out, obviously, or if he was having a party, etc. When you're being honest with your significant other, you need to make sure that you're telling them about the good and the bad. A long distance relationship is already hard enough. You don't need to sugarcoat it. You need to just tell them straight up, like, hey, this is how I'm feeling. This is good about our relationship. This is bad. I'm having a good day because of X. I'm having a bad day because of Y. And I want you to know about it. Z. My next tip. Tip number 3 is share your schedule. I cannot tell you how crucial this is. If I can't plan my day around when we're going to communicate, I'm going to lose my mind. So for example, it doesn't need to be like an hour-long FaceTime or anything like that, but plan your schedule in the sense that if you have a 3-hour break between classes and they match up, especially in college, you can be like, hey, do you want to FaceTime for a quick 5-10 minutes? Whatever. Or I'm not blowing up your phone because I don't know that you have a test, or I don't know that you're in a lab, etc. But also just knowing when some person is where is so comforting, especially when they're long distance, because I mean, I obviously worry, I think the worst of situations sometimes, and so if I don't hear from you for 5 hours, I want to know that you're studying somewhere, or that you're working on something, or you're at work. But I really just need to know your schedule as a way for me to feel comfortable. On top of that, if you are in a relationship where you're comfortable with sharing your location, I personally enjoy it. A lot of people don't for like personal reasons, but I think that sharing location is a very, very good idea, because for me it's a security thing. Like, if anything were to happen to me, I have a few people on my phone that they could try and look up my phone to see where I was. In addition, they could see where I last was, etc. And that just gives me peace of mind. In addition, if it's like late at night and he's partying and it's 2 a.m. and I haven't heard from him, I can just kind of check up and be like, oh, okay, he's at the bar still, or oh, he's at home, or something like that. It doesn't need to be obsessive. Like, I'm not checking his location all the time, but definitely during those crucial moments where you're like, what if, or I haven't heard from you in a while, it's just nice to be able to quickly be like, oh, okay, they're here and they're most likely doing this. Tip number 4. video call whenever possible. So video calling is huge, whether you use Skype, FaceTime, Zoom, any of those. Yeah, communication is key in the sense that you can write me a letter, you can text me, etc. But if I don't see your face, I start to distance myself a little bit, and that's no bueno. But yeah, I want to see what you look like, okay? If you shaved that day, I want to know. If you're growing a mustache or a beard, I want to know. I'm dating you for a reason. I hopefully find you attractive. I do find you attractive if you're my boyfriend and you're watching this. But I want to be able to see your face, you know? Guys are okay with not seeing their girlfriend's face, I feel like, for a little bit, but girls really do need constant visual affirmation and verbal affirmation, and a phone call is great, but a video chat, like seeing someone look at you and be like, hey, how was your day? X, Y, and Z, I love you for these reasons, is gonna mean a lot more than just a simple like, hey, love you, bye. This sounds really weird. My next tip is give each other unique pet names. So yeah, it's great to be called baby, baby girl, babe, handsome, whatever, but like unique pet names go so far because they're almost like a little inside joke between you and your significant other. So for example, my boyfriend calls me Deb of Ranch and Beans, and that sounds really weird saying that out loud, but I'm sure you know the song Rolly or Rolex, but there's Dab of Ranch, and he always says his favorite meals aren't complete with the Dab of Ranch. Very cute and sentimental. I don't know. He also calls me Beans because he loves beans, and he says that you can never have too many beans in your life because I don't know. And then he sings some little bean song with it. But yeah, so I really love unique pet names because they make you feel valued, they're individual to you, and they just are a little inside joke between you and your partner. The next one, and I'm sorry mom if you're watching this, is you need to be able to keep your tension, aka your sex life, alive. So yeah, you need to keep the tension, keep the lust alive somehow, and when they are 400 miles away, you gotta get creative. So yeah, there's video calling, yeah, there's sexting, like both verbal sexting and visual sexting. There's also, I don't know if a lot of people know this, but there's like Bluetooth sex toys, and you can use those, where like you both log into an app and then you can do whatever you want depending on the sex toy that you buy. But you need to make sure that you're keeping the lust alive in your relationship, and that's only gonna make the tension that much greater, so when you come together again, it'll be that much better. So talk dirty, get your little freak on, do whatever you need to do, but that's crucial in a long distance relationship. Tip numero, I don't speak Spanish, 7. Do not over plan when you see the person. This drives me insane because when we first started being long distance, I would be like, okay, when I see you, we're gonna go to dinner and we're gonna do this and we're gonna do that, and it would be like I'd schedule it out and it never would work out, and then I would get like almost bummed but also really stressed because I was planning every little moment that we were gonna be together. No, don't do that. Let things happen organically. Let things just take its course. Enjoy the time that you're spending with another. Don't be stressing about your next time slot. So yeah, if you want to go have a dinner date, great, but don't plan exactly where, don't plan exactly when, just unless they have like an exam and they need a schedule or something. Like I said, know each other's schedules. That'll play a huge factor into this, but just let things happen organically. And I mean, who knows, maybe you really want sushi one day and you had a plan to go to Olive Garden and you already made the reservation. Number 8, do small things for each other. I don't mean like big things, like don't show up in a helicopter or something. I don't know, it's never happened to me, but do small things for one another. So handwritten notes are really cute, little like gifts back and forth. If you dress up that day for school, send a picture of yourself to your significant other and say, hey babe, like I'm dressed up, do you think I look good? Or like, hey babe, I was thinking of you when I picked out this outfit, I hope you like it. Do like a dinner date via FaceTime or something, or just talk to each other while you're eating a meal. Obviously not if you're in the dining hall or anything crazy, but if you have a moment, the person can get on their video call too and eat with you. And just having those little like mealtime acts of normalcy could be a big thing. Little thoughtful things that you can do for one another are huge. Yeah. Next tip, do not, I repeat, do not put your life on hold. Your significant other is an accessory, okay? An accessory is something that you shop for, you have lots of options, and you pick one out because you like it and you know it'll compliment you, how you look, it'll compliment everything about you and make you feel confident. And if your significant other is not a dang accessory, it is not for you. You don't need it to live, right? Like, you don't need the matching handbag to live. Is it nice? Is it convenient? Does it make you feel good? Yes, but you do not need it. Therefore, you do not need to put your life on hold for this boy, for this girl, for this whatever, insert gender, insert sexuality here. All I'm saying is you need to make sure that you are not giving up your life dreams for this person. You need to make sure that they are going to benefit you. And yeah, they might be annoying and they might make you mad, whatever. That's being in love, that's being in a relationship, but they should never ever force you to change who you are if you do not want to. If you want to make those changes, that's fine. But if they want you to and you don't, bye-bye. No, not worth it. In addition, you need to share your goals with them. They are meant to be an accessory. They are meant to make you look the best possible. So you need to share your goals so that they know how best to help you, how best to suit you. You can't just expect someone to be able to pull out your favorite whatever out of a hat just on pure luck. Like, you need to tell them, okay, this is where I'm going. This is where my dreams lie. Please help me. So for example, I'm going to med school and I was like, look, babe, like, this is who I am, and that means naturally by me wanting to go to med school, I'm going to be studying a lot, and my life really isn't going to start until I'm about 30. So if you're not okay with that, you gotta go. Finally, you need to let yourself trust. If you don't trust each other, it's not gonna work out. Plain and simple, okay? You gotta trust that your boyfriend, your girlfriend, whatever, can go to a party and not cheat on you. You need to trust that they can do their life without upsetting you in the ways of being disloyal, dishonest, etc. If you do not trust the person that you're with, it's never going to work. And that's just simple relationship facts. Relationships are built on a foundation of trust. If you think about it, the person that you choose to be in a relationship, the person that you choose to accessorize yourself with, you let them know some pretty deep, dark things that you would never just tell anyone else besides maybe your best friend. Therefore, you have to trust them. You have to trust that they have your best interest at heart. And if you feel like they're not, or if you feel like something's off, chances are probably is, and you need to address it. I mean, I've been cheated on before. When you get that gut feeling, they exist for a reason. Therefore, if you feel like you have a reason to not trust the person, you most likely do. If your gut is telling you that. If it's just like a suspicion, like your mind is wandering, that's different. But if it's like a true gut sinking feeling, you gotta listen to it sometimes, and you gotta confront it. And if you don't at least confront it, you're never gonna know. So, but yeah, those are my 10 tips for long distance relationships. Don't forget to don't forget to comment below. Tell me what you like about this video. Tell me what you don't like. Don't forget to subscribe. Subscribe.